Have you guys ever wondered what would happen if SAE had picked Barou for the U-20 match against Blue Lock? Would his presence make any difference? And how would this impact the entire timeline? In this alternate timeline, the second selection takes a completely different turn. Instead of Ryo and Kunigami defeating Shido, as I made a video about ages ago, this match features two intense teams. Isagi, Nagi, Barou, and Shigiri face off against Shido, Ryo, Sakura, and Igarashi. Kunigami, just like in the original timeline, gets eliminated by Shido. The battle between Isagi's team and Shido's team is nothing short of insane. Shido starts strong, unleashing his unpredictable style with deadly precision. Ryo supports him with perfect passes. And soon, Shido pushes his team ahead 3-0. Isagi grows frustrated, knowing that Shido eliminated Kunigami, feeling the pressure mounting. But then the tide begins to turn. Barou takes charge, breaking through defenders and scoring two incredible solo goals without any help. Isagi studies Shido's playstyle and begins cutting off his options, while assisting Anagi in scoring a stunning goal to tie the game 3-3. Shido responds with another goal, making it 4-3. But just as he's about to extend the lead, Barou suddenly appears and steals the ball. Barou snarls, "This is my game now. You're not the king here, Shido." Barou scores the equalizer, sending a clear message that he's the dominant force on the field. Isagi's team holds on to win the match, picking Ryo to advance alongside them, while Shido drops down a stage and is eventually eliminated. After that, it is time for the match against the World 5, and they will get their butts whooped just like the original timeline. Igo explains that the 35 remaining players will be split into teams A, B, and C to prove their skills alongside the top 6, Rin, Barou, Karasu, Otoya, Yukimiya, and Nagi. From these games, the strongest 11 will be chosen to face Japan's U-20 squad. Barou's name is immediately placed in Team A, not because of votes or politics, but because no one dares to challenge his claim. Before the first match, Isagi walks past him in the tunnel. "You ready to play with the team this time?" Isagi asks. Barou smirks. "The team plays with me, donkey." Isagi exhales sharply. "Guess we'll see who's really running the pitch." As the matches start, Barou quickly takes control. Every time he touches the ball, defenders worry and goalkeepers get ready. He breaks through defenses and scores goal after goal without missing a beat. One thing I'd like to mention here is Isagi. Barou's presence in the third selection significantly increases Isagi's odds of making the Blue Lock 11. While other players have to spend valuable time figuring out how to work with Barou's selfish, unpredictable playstyle, Isagi already has that experience from their previous matches together. He knows how to read Barou's runs, anticipate his movements, and create plays that complement his goal-scoring instincts. This allows Isagi to stand out quickly in the selection games, proving his value as someone who can maximize one of Blue Lock's most dangerous strikers without clashing with him. After the matches end, Igo gathered everyone in the meeting room to announce the Blue Lock 11 for the U-20 match. The players stood quietly, waiting to hear their names. Igo read them out one by one, but as the list went on, something felt wrong. When he finished, Barou's name was nowhere to be heard. The room fell silent. Isagi looked around, confused, then stepped forward. "Why isn't Barou in the team?" he asked. Igo leaned back in his chair. "ITOSHI made a condition," he said calmly. "He's not happy with the U-20 forwards. He will only play if Shohei Barou joins their team." The players stared in shock. Barou was quite shocked about this as well, and it was pretty obvious that he wasn't pleased by this. Igo explains that SAE had watched Barou's match against Team B and saw what made him special. Unlike most players who try to be in the perfect position and follow set plays, Barou was different. He didn't wait for the right spot. Instead, he used his unpredictable moves and sudden power to confuse defenders and create chances out of nowhere. This made it very hard to stop him. While others played carefully, Barou forced defenders to always react to him, which opened space for himself and teammates like Rin and Isagi. SAE knew that Barou's wild style was a strong weapon that could break any defense and help the whole team. A couple of days before the match, Barou officially joined the U-20 team. The U-20 players were not happy to see him there, but he didn't care about their opinions. He walked straight past them and went to meet SAE. "Why me?" Barou asked, his tone direct. SAE smirked. "The U-20 team is garbage. They can't finish my passes. But you can." Barou gave a small grin. "Then feed me the ball, and I'll score." After this, it is time for the match against Japan U-20. With Shido out of the picture, Barou joins the U-20 squad. The match begins much like the original timeline. with Barou not starting because Aiku trusts his striker Sendo more. Barou can't hide his frustration and confronts SAE before kickoff. "Why bring me here if you don't even plan to start me?" Barou snaps. "I'm the one who should be leading this attack." SAE stays calm. "Sendo is our striker for now. Trust him to score." Barou scoffs. "If I'm just here to watch, I'm wasting my time." As the match begins, Blue Lock takes control right away. Nagi scores the opening goal with his usual calm style, setting the pace for the game. For a while, it looks like they're in complete control, but SAE quickly notices that Sendo isn't living up to expectations. His passes are off, his plays lack impact, and SAE doesn't have the patience to wait around. Deciding to take matters into his own hands, SAE pushes forward with sharp, calculated runs. His movements cut through the defense like it's nothing, and he scores 2 goals in a quick succession. Just like that, the game is 2-1 in favor of Japan U20 by halftime. Blue Lock doesn't back down either. They manage to grab another goal, keeping the score close and the tension high. The pace of the game is fast, and every player is giving it their all. Then, after halftime, Barou finally steps onto the field. He's furious about not being in the starting lineup, his expression showing it clearly. The moment he gets the ball, it's obvious he's ready to make a statement. Barou isn't here to just play. He's here to take over the game and change everything. The second half begins, and now, Barou is finally on the pitch. His presence alone makes the atmosphere feel heavier. SAE wastes no time taking control of the midfield, even with Blue Lock players swarming around him. He glides past their pressure with effortless skill, carrying the ball deep into enemy territory. Spotting an opening, SAE swings a pinpoint cross toward Barou. But just as the ball is about to reach him, Isagi appears out of nowhere and intercepts it. With a smirk, Isagi mocks him. "You're not devouring me like that, Barou. You're way too predictable." From that point on, the game becomes a battle of patience. Both sides push hard, but neither can break through. Barou, despite all his energy, fails to make any real impact. Isagi knows him too well. Every movement, every feint, every shooting angle. It's like reading a book he's already memorized. The clock ticks down. With just 10 minutes left, Barou is boiling inside, furious at his own uselessness. Then, everything changes. Isagi and Rin begin a dangerous counterattack, slicing through U20's defense. Isagi creates the perfect opening, lining up for a decisive shot. But before his foot can connect, Barou bursts in like a predator. "Donkey," he growls, snatching the ball away. Without hesitation, he charges towards Blue Lock's goal. SAE calls for a pass, but Barou doesn't even glance his way. This is his moment. He powers forward, dribbling past every defender who dares to challenge him. No one expects him to pull this off, not from this position, not with this much arrogance. But this is Barou. With one last surge, he smashes the ball into the net, the stadium roaring as the score flips to 3-2 for U20. In the original timeline, Blue Lock took the lead because of Barou's heroics. This time, history repeats itself, but with a twist. Barou isn't saving Blue Lock, he's the one breaking them. However, things do not end here. Rin soon finds his rhythm and enters the flow state, getting into a one-on-one with SAE just like in the original timeline. It's a tense moment, but in the end, Isagi steps up and scores the final goal, bringing the score to 3-3. Even with some time left, it was not enough for Blue Lock to take the lead. The match ends in a draw. Even though it's not a loss, the players can't help but feel disappointed that they couldn't secure the win. Barou and Isagi end up in the spotlight, as they were the ones who truly carried their teams when it mattered most. With the game ending in a tie due to Shido's absence, it seems like Blue Lock would cease to exist. However, the players won't. Despite the shutdown of Blue Lock, multiple players would be given offers from multiple teams. But it still seems like a loss as they wanted to aim higher and represent their country. Let me know in the comments what do you think would have happened if SAE ITOSHI chose Barou instead of Shido in the U20 match.